Believe it or not, I have gone through heartbreak several times. I believe all of you, has gone through the same, mainly as a result of infidelity. And the same relationship that I was in, I was giving it all my best. The betrayal you feel when someone who promised you to love you back, sometimes it's so painful and massively so horrible. Guys, I believe some people respond differently when it comes to breakup. That's how we respond to stimuli, the changes within the environment. But when I went through this, I want just to let you know that I was not going to let it get the worst of me. That's why I came out victorious, and I'm speaking to you right now. I'm going to let you know what I did and how I cope with such kind of heartbreak. So in our today's topic, I'm just going to give you 3 solutions on how you can emotionally be stable and mend your broken heart after a relationship. So if all these things have ever happened to your life going forward, therefore this is the right channel you need to be, and I beg you to stay and watch this video up to the end. And today we are going to mirror our beloved sister and advise her how we can mend her heart going forward. Are you there? And never let be deceived in going into another relationship with the baggages of previous relationship. At Miki with the vlog, take this advice and heed my call. If you need a live chat with me, kindly please holler. Let's meet after. Welcome back to my YouTube chat. My name is Senior Zach, and this is my YouTube channel. According to some scientific study on human personality, averagely, human being experience 3 breakups in lifetime. Yani, what I mean, 1, 2, and 3 breakups averagely for human being according to that scientific study. And women tend to feel more pain after breakups than men. So if you need a relationship tips and a practical skills on how to help you manage your relationship and breakups going forward, then this is the right channel for you, and consider subscribing going forward. Let us now dive in.
People always end up leaving me in the end, and I get it. I'm a lot to deal with. I can go from being happy and cracking jokes for weeks to all of a sudden battling my anxiety and my depression for just as long. So they get tired and they end up moving along. And when the next person comes in, I open up, I tell them what happened, and they go, "What? I'll never do that to you. That's so messed up. I'm not gonna leave you, please believe me." And I respond to them, "That's what they always say." And honestly, that's what they always say. Out of all the people in my life, I realize that I owe myself the biggest apology. I'm trying to forgive myself for the things I said and did that harm me all the time. I'm trying to say sorry to myself for making myself suffer from the things I never deserved. I'm trying to heal from all the scars that I inflicted upon myself. And I'm now starting to love myself after a long time. And my biggest wish is, I And when love comes again, and when my heart is fully ready once more, may the universe allow me to meet someone who deserves my love and whom I deserve. May I encounter someone who is interested in how my day went. Someone who doesn't just ask about my favorite color, but will ask about the journey that shaped me into the person I am today.
Number one reason on how to mend your heart broken after the broken relationship. Allow yourself to feel pain and emotion. The best way to deal with your problem is to first acknowledge the problem that exists within yourself. So make sure you don't prefer the cosmetic ways of dealing with the broken heart. Don't just address them unconventionally, because the conventionally sometimes will hurt you. There is no shortcut with this, because this thing is attached to your emotional stress. So all the emotional stress or the baggages that are within yourself that creating tension must be relieved. It's the same way you must just obey the same process, go through the process, allow yourself to feel the pain. It's good. So while allowing yourself to feel the pain, to always process it, it will make you to process. It will make you to process this. Now I'm talking to Mickey, because when the relationship itself was broken, Mickey, it is on record, you said you're the one who get out of the relationship, which means there is something that made you get out of it. Now, as an advice, you allowed yourself to feel the pain. And if anything to go with, the pain is still there, because I know. It is proven. So the best thing to go forward, you process this pain in a way that it cannot affect your life emotionally, mentally, and physically. Make sure you do this. So you are justified to always feel pain, all be sad, think of all those bad things that you might think of, but do not act on them. Because the reason why people feel so painful, because time is wasted, money also is wasted, which is so valuable, and all valuable things themselves can never be recovered. So this is why people must respond emotionally and must respond with sadness, because they cannot fathom losing all this material which are so valuable upon their life after doing such. In a nutshell, what I'm saying, healing process, it's so good when you go through the grief. Allow yourself to grieve. If you want to cry the loudest, cry. If you want to go to the toilet and cry the loudest, kindly go do, without suppressing your emotions. Because sometimes emotions that is suppressed is so dangerous. Crying is so healthy. It makes you release tension and release pressures and treasures of life, because that is how you regain back yourself. That's how you regain back and yield back your strength, because in life going forward, you need such kind of strength to help you cope. So at this time, consider talking to close friends whom you trust and whom you feel has got your back. And also do things that always make you happy. Do things that always make you happy. But a mistake that you should never do, don't jump into any relationship right now, because it's so dangerous. The best thing you could do, focus with your education. It's just a tip to help you continue growing. It is a fact. Do whatever makes you happy, minus the relationship going now. This is the only way you can help yourself going forward. Number 2, always practice self-care. Take care of yourself. That is physical self, emotional self, and mental self. Process the pain in a manner that will promote your health. Allow yourself to grieve. Cry out if need be, and vomit any emotional verbiage that is disturbing you within your body. At that point of breakout, Mickey, going forward, you only need friends who speak positive things about you. You don't need friends who want to drag you into a relationship. Friends who want to drag you into a new relationship, those are not the best friends to you going now. Those are the friends who just want to misuse you. The best thing you want to do is like take time to heal. You cannot rush the process that you want to heal within the spot, then engage in an act of relationship going forward. That one won't help you. Now I'm giving you a candid talk. The same situation you are in, my sister suffered big time in that kind of situation. You know, when I look at you, I see my sister. Everything happens to you was all about my sister. So as my sister, no more relationship as at now. Heal fast. The best preoccupation you can give yourself, get to your books, go to your college. Are you there? Do it right now. Relationship, make it kaput. Close that door until such a time you are ready. And what makes you ready? When you are completely healed. Are you there? You know, you also need your strength back. Are you there? When you need your strength back, at this time, you do not need anything that weighs your emotion. You do not need bad company who will give you certain kind of burdens that will make you regret and start thinking that your former relationship was better. You know, the bad reason of jumping from one relationship to another is like it will make you think that your former relationship was even better, because you'll head to the worst relationship of all, just because maybe it might have been good, but you headed there with the baggage that you took from your first relationship, which shouldn't be the case. Stay put out of that. At this time, the stress now should be going away. You need to eat nutritional food to always regulate your blood osmotic pressure, to always give you in the right direction and promote your health. And again, believe to yourself that the sun will rise again. It's not the end of the world. Time is so miraculously. It works and it brings forth good things and good tides to yourself. Relationships are still there. Do not close your door for relationship. But it's not time bearing the fact that you've just from a heartbroken relationship going forward. So take care of yourself going forward. Number 3, reflect on the relationship. The reason why I'm saying you must reflect on that relationship, it helps in closure. It makes you learn from the experience moving forward. You know, how could you learn from that experience and move forward? There are a couple of 5 things that I will let you know on how you can reflect on your previous relationship and learn such a kind of experience and to help you move forward. Number 1, take time for introspection. So the reason why you have to introspect yourself with the time, because I'm saying healing is time. It's not a one kind of thing. It is a process. Once you have accepted the problem and you have accepted to go through the pain. So introspection will help you with clarity. You reflect and you get to know what happened really. Clarity. It will give you a clear picture of how you want to move going forward. That's why you need to introspect yourself. Do you need a relationship right now? No, you don't need a relationship now. You just need to work on yourself, plus very many other things, which is a mess. Are you there? Going forward, your education, that's a priority. So the clarity going forward, education. Another thing is like, think through what happened and how could it have happened that you pulled out. Have a reflection, have that journey. Call yourself into a meeting. What really happened that made you come out? Are you there? Learn from such experience and learn from how you get out. And now do compare and contrast that could you still be in that relationship? What would be the level of your exposure now? What could be the worst? Now you are out of the relationship. How are you now? Learn from such kind of experiences so that it will give you a kind of a clear picture from where you're moving and where you are headed going forward. Number 2, consider the relationship objectively. When you consider that relationship objectively, which means you have to assess it so objective. You just have to agree that, okay, relationship, people do break up, whether wrong was done or wasn't done, whether you outgrown love, that's why you came out, now that doesn't matter. Sit down objectively and looked at it, what might have erupted. So what happened about this relationship? Check about what didn't happen. Are you there? Consider such kind of these things. Then number 3, look at what we call the empathy. Put yourself into a shoes that, okay, it's now you're going through that breakup, So you have to empathize. So this empathize, again, it will help you believe and also wants to go into a new relationship with a possible end of another relationship, which means you have to clear such kind of baggage before you move on with other relationship. Do not narrow and close up that now you don't want any relationship. You'll need the relationship, but not now. So relationship will come after you've healed yourself. Number 4, identify your needs and boundary. Are you there? Identify your needs and boundary. So start by identifying your needs. What is so important of you now? It is not a relationship. Needful now, what you need friends who can have your back, counseling you. You need emotional, stress-free. You need to be counseled. You need to yield back your energy and spend your energy on things that are so useful and valuable to your life. Not anyone dragging you to a relationship going forward, Mickey. Mickey, if you do all these things will help you. And make your boundary clear. When you make your boundary clear, simply means as at now you want education. Anything, relationship going forward as at this moment, no. So anybody who will come with such kind of demand or relationship about, that is a person who is an enemy or a person who is encroaching on your boundary. Are you there? Make it work. It will help you make it going forward. And number 5, use the opportunity to learn and grow from experience. So use that opportunity because you are in a broken relationship. Use that opportunity as a stepping stone, as a step to grow and learn from the experiences. Take your time. Are you there? Assess the old relationship and make sure you don't walk away with the baggage of your previous relationship. Make sure after assessing, only pick the positive. Only take home messages that this one can help me in future. This one didn't went well. This might have contributed to our relationship getting dissolved. Therefore, you know better and you've learned big time going forward. Do you understand? Ladies and gentlemen, let me wrap this conversation going forward into the conclusion. A broken heart is a painful experience that can be very difficult to overcome, However, there are many ways to overcome the broken heart and mend it going forward with your life. Number 1, allowing yourself to grieve, taking care of yourself, then seeking support from loved ones, those people who have your back, and engaging into activity that brings you joy, that could make you begin the process of healing. Remember, everyone healing journey as a unique way. People cope up differently. It is most important to take things one at a time. Don't rush. Are you there? Don't rush. Don't feel pressured. Time is a miracle worker. With time and effort, all shall be okay. With time and effort, Mickey, all shall be okay. Do not rush. Every step at a time. Make the process so viable that will make your physical health at good, will make your mental health at good, will make your emotional health at par. Are you there? And you be yourself. Unconventional way of addressing this issue, won't. Vengeful way of addressing this broken heart, no, it will make you more heartbroken. If you need help, you can chat me online or live. Are you there? I'm out to always help whenever you need help when it comes to matters relationship or matters dating going forward. With such kind of conversation going forward, until next time, this is Senior Zach. May God bless you going forward.